I don't see all that much difference, to tell you the truth. They kind of hit a hot button with me. You know, when they're talking about, you know, the latest polls or what are your tactics on this one or that one or fire in the belly or things like that, you know, my thinking is, you know, our worst enemies are trying to get their hands on nuclear weapons and we're bankrupting the next generation. I'm not particularly interested in your question. Not you. I'm talking about...
No.
But so now, you know, they hit something that was important last night and I reacted accordingly. You know, I am me. And sometimes I get kind of pointed and sometimes I get, I don't think excited would be the word, but I'm basically a laid-back guy. Always have been. I was laid back when I was a federal prosecutor at 28 years old. I was laid back when I was Watergate counsel when I was 30 years old. I was laid back when President Bush called me and asked me to get a Supreme Court nominee through the Senate confirmation process, Chief Justice John Roberts. I was laid back when I won 2 races in Tennessee by 20-point margins in a state that Bill Clinton carried twice. What you see is what you get. I mean, let's don't focus too much on one question and one debate. That's tactics. I'm not making any commitments to run around here and be clicking my heels 3 times before I hit the ground. This is serious business about serious things, and I think that you know, we used to look for presidents that showed strong leadership and a certain amount of gravitas and personal honor and good judgment. It didn't used to be about fire in the belly. If that's changed now, so be it, but I don't believe it. I still think we're looking for the same qualities in a president, and the media's all caught up in some of this other stuff, but I'm not. Last night, you know, they asked the question, what do you think about the Reagan coalition? And they asked Governor Huckabee, he said, your campaign manager in effect says the Reagan coalition is dead. And, you know, my response is, well, he just let the cat out of the bag, because that's what they believe. And this is about the heart and soul of the Republican Party and where the Republican Party is going to go over the next several years. On the one hand, you have the Reagan coalition, which was based on sound conservative principles that were handed down from the very beginning of our country. A strong national defense, strong military and national security. Always looking out for the country first, limited government. On the other hand, we got people now saying, well, we need to be more populist. We need to talk about, you know, the man's holding us down. You know, we need to side with employers versus employees. We need to talk about, you know, people not getting a fair shake. There are things like that going on in this country. We can stand improvement, but it's not about all of that. I mean, I can outpour boy any of them. I grew up under more modest circumstances than anybody on that stage. But I grew up in a free country where I knew that if I behaved myself, I had a chance at the American dream. So I just listed a bunch of things there that I disagreed with the governor on. When he talks about an arrogant military or an arrogant foreign policy, he talks about shutting down Guantanamo in order to curry favor with the international community and bring those prisoners here. He talks about, you know, back in Arkansas, he was very supportive of taxpayer-funded programs for illegal immigrants. It's just that simple. You know, he received the endorsement of the NEA. He went up there and spoke to the NEA convention. The only Republican up there. All the rest of the Democratic candidates spoke there. And, you know, he came out and said he would sign a national smoking ban in public places. Well, I thought that was up to localities and people in the communities and at most states. I mean, whatever happened to federalism and states' rights? So, you know, that's a different direction.